in Dungeons and Dragons, what you do is to create a fantasized universe of the mind in which expediency to achieve your goal is more important than any kind of moral frame of reference to your actions.
So we have a wizard now teaching the children of his magical studies.
That's kind of far out.
Mazes and monsters is a far-out game. Swords, poison, spells, battles, maiming, killing.
Hey, it's all imagination.
Is it?
This is the Heroes Era.
Welcome to the Heroes Era. I'm your Dungeon Master, Ben, and we are playing a game of Dungeons and Dragons. This is session 33 of our fourth campaign together, and joining me, I have Bodhi as Durian.
Durian, new stepfather, stepping up to the bad guys, and killing them.
Chris as Edward.
Great intro.
I'm sorry, the stepfather thing threw me off. I wasn't expecting that one. We'll take that now. Okay. Yes, Edward, blood hunter bent on vengeance, but also a bit confused about what he's doing in this world now.
Joel as Peter.
Halfling sorcerer and your friend in the dark.
And Jason as Desperado.
Yeah, the new elf halfling, just looking to shed some light on this dark place.
And tonight we are telling his story, but we do not yet know how it will go. The players, the dungeon master, the dice, all of these will have a hand in how the game unfolds. This is the Heroes Era.
Bum, 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 bum.
And why don't we just jump into the game here?
Yeah.
Last session, we had a pivotal battle where the heroes encountered Hideo for the final fight. And you were victorious, otherwise we would be starting a new campaign. So, well played. And of course, it was his ultimatum to either kill you or be killed, as an order from the master. And his apprentice, PJ, was also slain in battle.
Whoops.
Who was a teenager, we figured out, not a little kid.
Basically an adult in these times.
Some confusion about that, Didn't
Which-
matter to me in the end.
I'm not saying it makes it better or worse, but anyone who's ever met a teenager.
You guys seemed a lot more comfortable with killing PJ when he was a teenager.
Yeah, if a child's coming at you with an AK-47, you're gonna protect yourself.
He catches his
Yes,
hands.
we live in the United States. We know. It's terrible. Sorry.
And so
That's
cut
just
that out.
that's just
I
for
hope
that
you're
out.
going.
Cut that out.
you guys have slain Hideo, his apprentice PJ, and you are protecting Lady Leadspine and Little Richard as you travel east, hoping to reach the Temple of the Moon to see if you can find information regarding a cure for Edward's lycanthropy.
Lycanthrope.
Yeah, that's
So-
the one.
Lincoln, the president.
Yes.
And
Yes, I
beyond
turned to
that-
Abraham Lincoln.
Beyond that, you plan to assist an ATK strike on a source within the Sugar Bowl in 4 days, beneath the 10-day moon. So you're hoping to find a solution to Edward's ailment before then. This final showdown took place in a rail station beneath the ruins of the city in the shadow of a looming tower. And after the encounter, you all found a safe place within the station to make camp as you were exhausted and depleted of resources. So we'll have the entire extended rest pass uneventfully. And of course, you guys are leveling up to level 7 now.
Woo.
And as you continue east,
Pretty beefy, guys.
Hetlevin's Embrace is eerily quiet. This is the main road. that travels west to east at the base of the mountain. It is as though the road has been cleared for your passage, whereas before, you were encountering undead quite frequently.
At some point, either before we start traveling or in the middle of it, I wanted to take the portable hole and open it up and see if there was anything left inside, or if it was just empty.
You stick your head in, and it appears to be empty within.
Okay. All right. Cool. These zombies are very, very stinky and very suspicious to anybody looking at us. So I'm going to do the arduous process of I'm gonna open up the hole at the back of the wagon, and I'm just gonna start throwing corpses into the hole so that we are not just carrying around a wagon full of everything. And I would include the big zombie ball that we killed earlier as well. And hopefully it doesn't fill up completely. It might though.
Sure, I can hold the hole up for you, so you can just kind of like slide them in off the cart.
And the Corpse King, the ball of flesh and bones, doesn't really add to the count of undead bodies because it was kind of smashed apart, obliterated, and is just in pieces.
Oh, don't worry about that.
You may leave that if you wish, without fear of it being resummoned.
Well,
I'm happy with that, Durian, because we also have like PJ and Hideo and...
Yeah. You think the corpses in that ball would be enough of a corpse to be washed into the ocean for the whole blessing thing?
I don't think there's enough of anybody that used to be anyone. For that to matter.
Do you think we should drag one of our horses died, right?
I don't think a finger will do the trick.
Yeah, both of our horses did die. I think
2 of your beasts of burden, but you have 2 that were with you. 2
additional. Two mules left.
We don't talk about that bench.
Yeah, we don't talk about it as I just throw them into the pit as well, the corpses.
I'll hold your things while you put those horses in there, Durian, because I don't think it'll be much help for you with that. But
Desperado, how do you feel about leaving the remnants of the ball of flesh and bones?
I mean, I was kind of asked to not leave anything behind. Are we able to?
I mean, we can fit it on the cart, certainly, I think, if we break it down, but it'd be preferable to put it into the hole. That's if we have enough room. There might be some overflow.
Yeah, maybe we should just put it all in the hole.
Okay, you take the time to do that. That's fine.
I don't like the idea of, although I know Hideo had a big part in raising the dead, and now that he is no longer, I'm sure that process might be slowed down. I think it's probably best if we clean up our tracks, if anything.
And just as an added touch, I'm going to put the corpses of the people that we do know, so Lady Leadspine's husband, PJ Hideo, on top of the pile, so that whenever we go to wash the bodies, we can get them first, so we can have a proper funeral, and then we can just do the mass back of a dumpster truck into the river.
Sure.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, I see what you mean.
All right, I just want to make sure that was done. So
if something ever happens to us and somebody
opens that hole, they're gonna be like, "Who were these guys?
What happened?"
It is late in the day, and Sugarfleas has traveled south, so there is little light left. It is twilight. Do you plan to keep to the road as you travel east?
I don't know. Do we have is there even an alternate path?
Yeah.
The rubble of the city would be difficult to travel through. If you just keep to the road and go straight for it, that's understandable.
Yeah, I think I mean, it might be the quickest. Time is not on our side in this.
Yeah, I don't think we have any reason to not go that way.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get ambushed, but it'll be quick. So continue on.
So as I said, the road is eerily quiet, and you don't encounter, any obstacles really of any sort until you get further east, and a dense fog takes the air. It seems to be moving in clouds across the ground and hanging ominously overhead, randomly obstructing your view. You know that you're drawing near to West Coast Tavern, which would be the northeastmost tavern, very near the shores of the Highland Sea. The air smells rank, like filth and rancid flesh.
Yeah, seems pretty typical. I'll be in one of the driver's seats, but with my axe out on my lap.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll ride alongside on my my deer mount.
Okay. Peter, where do you see yourself?
Just a little guy, Ben. I feel like I might be hiding behind one of my allies if I can.
Okay.
I'd like to use my halfling ability to hide behind one of my allies.
Like riding on the cart, or
if you guys are going ahead, I'll probably go with you.
You could ride with me, Peter, as well, if you wanted to.
Okay.
We're both quite light.
I'll hide behind you then.
And that's
you
on
can
your...
also
You ride an elk, is that right, Desperado?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, my summon mount is an elk. Yeah.
Yes, Edward, where would you find yourself?
Edward would be. I guess he would have been in the cart.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's still a bit messy in there, but there's definitely a lot more room now.
Can I attempt a stealth check to try to hide behind Desperado?
Yes.
As we're riding forward.
Go ahead, please.
Oh wait.
I reroll those.
Oh, you sure do.
That's a natural one, so I reroll.
Okay.
That's so.
Crazy gets 12 with a natural one.
I know.
27.
Right. This guy has pass without trace casts on him all the time.
All right.
Yeah, you just disappear in the shadow of Desperado.
With his glowing, gleaming armor and his glowing elk.
He's such a big target that makes it easier to hide behind him.
I might even,
how
kind of
far
knowing
ahead of
that
the
you're trying to hide, I might move strategically to help you with that, even Peter. Because I'd want to keep pace with the cart, and the cart's probably slower than we would be, right?
Yes. How far ahead of the cart are you riding? Just rather close, or?
Yeah, I maybe 10 or 15 feet ahead of it. Wouldn't be too far. Yeah.
Okay. Again, fog is heavy in the air, and suddenly, with a gust of wind, one of the nearby veils of fog is swept away, and there, before the group of you, on the trail, stand two ogres. Their gazes lower and fix upon you. I thought all the smalls was gone. A hungry grin takes their faces as they rush towards you, clubs raised. If you guys would please roll initiative.
Have we taken a rest at this point, Ben?
Yes. Yeah, you guys had a full rest.
Okay. In that case, as we're traveling, I would like to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Nice roll.
I will allow it. You need to catch that before we roll initiative, though, next time.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
I don't know. I was just looking at something else there.
Oh,
okay.
Goodness.
All right, I have an advantage on initiative rolls now, which is pretty sick.
Oh, cool.
I got a 23 on my initiative.
All right.
I got a 17.
You got a 21.
I'm 22.
And again, the fog is just rolling over the path, but right now you have a clear, unobstructed view of these two ogres. Edward, you act first.
Now, how far ahead of us are they?
30 feet ahead of the cart.
30 feet.
Yes.
That is but a mere stroll for Edward. His movement speed is now 50 at level 7.
Wow.
So
Jesus.
So Edward is going to leap from the cart and rush out to right in between the two of them. Once he gets up close, he's going to go ahead and use his hybrid transformation. So
nice.
they need to make a... Oh no, hang on. I get to make an intimidation check because they haven't seen me do this before.
Okay.
I usually try to shift ahead of time, so I don't do this very often. So yeah, I'm gonna make an intimidation check. God, my charisma sucks. I have a flat 10.
5 loses to your 10 and 18 beats it.
Okay.
That's a cool mechanic, man. You like set the DC by your intimidation skill. That's neat.
Yeah, I gotta pick up intimidation proficiency at some point. All right. Okay. So yeah. So the one that did fail it is basically terrified of me.
He stumbles and trips over his club.
Yeah. Okay. And then something interesting kind of happens at this point because Edward's always had this coldness about him that comes in with his power, but with everything that's happened between him being taken advantage of and now him losing control and now all of these innocent, he's seeing innocent people that are being hurt when he's trying to help. And he is filled with a rage that intensifies. And so as he activates his Crimson Right, instead of the little flecks of frost generating around his claws like they normally would, there's actually a burst of heat that comes from the wound. And I'm going to activate my new Right of the Flame on my unarmed attacks. That does take my bonus action to activate it and action for the shift, though, so I am done.
Okay.
That is my turn.
Do you rush up to them or do you stay on the cart?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm right up in between the two of them.
Oh, okay. Very good. Thank you.
I am demanding their attention.
After Edward is Desperado.
Yeah, so seeing Edward just kind of bound into where these ogres are, I might just hold up and from where I am on my mount, loose a couple of arrows at the ogre that is in front of Edward.
Okay.
I will make a couple of bow shots. I go on the first one. That is a 21 to hit.
Hits.
Nice.
These are big, easy targets.
That's 11 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then with the second arrow is 24
hits.
For another 10. So 21 all day.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of pull up and settle my, kind of like, if I was a few feet ahead of it. So I kind of pull up, let loose a couple of arrows, and then just kind of rear back and make myself parallel with the cart.
Okay. Putting yourself and Peter 30 feet away from the ogres?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Okay. Peter, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I'm still hidden to try to make a firebolt attack with advantage.
Okay. Which ogre do you target?
The one that's already taken damage.
Okay. You see 2 of Desperado's arrows sticking out of one of them.
24 to hit.
Hits.
Or 15 damage.
Nice.
And the ogre is badly scalded and begins to bleed profusely from an open wound, effectively bloodied.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Next is Durian. You see the ogres on either side of Edward, one of them bleeding badly.
Durian is gonna be like, oh, all right, we're doing this. He's gonna step up, and he is going to leave his axe that he had readied on his lap on the seat of the wagon, and he's going to run forward and draw his even bigger axe from his back, and is going to run up to the one that has been shot a few times, and is going to fly into a rage. Just thinking about the last time he saw some ogres, that it was the brothers, and there was the one that he couldn't help, and he's more upset about that memory than the ones in front of him currently, but he's taking it out on them. And as he goes through, he is going to recklessly make a couple of swings with this big axe, and he's going to be taking the penalty to try and hit them to deal even more damage. And we're going to see if I can just chop him down. So with the giant great axe, with reckless, making these normal, that is an 8.
An 8 will miss.
Okay.
The ogre swings its club to intercept. A 15 will hit.
Okay.
Yes.
So only one swing on him, but oh my
Holy shoot.
goodness. 41 damage. As I miss, and then I said like, oh wait, I got one of these things from you guys, and just like hit him in his midsection like as hard as I can.
You cut the ogre's belly open and slay it outright.
Unfortunately, I cannot use my bonus action to attack him because I already used it. But I'm just gonna sit there and look at the other one and be like, whoa, and that'll be my turn.
Wow.
The ogre just looks to the ground at its compatriot's guts spilled, drops its club, and turns to run. If you wish, this would provoke an attack of opportunity from Edward and Durian.
I will take it.
Okay.
You guys are ruthless.
No mercy.
Yeah, no.
I was just about to try and tell them to just go away.
18 will
18.
hit. That hits.
All right.
Ooh. That's 11 points total for me.
Okay.
Now, unfortunately, the reckless attack does not extend to anything outside of my turn, so this will be a disadvantage.
Okay.
I'm still going to do the penalty. Oh, that's less than an 8. I can tell you that. 6.
Yeah, you just...
I biff it hard.
You miss by a wide margin, and the axe just gets stuck in the mud for a moment. The ogre runs away into the ruins. Do you guys allow it to escape, or do you track it down and kill it?
I think I track it down and try and kill it.
I think it's like trying to eat people, right?
He was hungry, and he's going to hurt somebody else.
It seems unreasonable to let him. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, guys, I think he's just trying to live like we are. I don't know that. I mean, is any different than the other ogres we came across, and we They didn't look like
Desperado pleads with you as
dead,
you
did they?
as you give chase.
It's not exactly hunting deer.
Pardon me, Ben. Can you repeat that?
Oh, I was just saying, Desperado gives his final plea as you, Durian and Peter, give chase.
I'm going to ask
like those zombies we saw before, the ogre zombies. They're just ogres.
These are ogres.
I'm going to ask the ogre, has you ever killed anybody and eaten them for food? Answer me honestly now.
He's fleeing.
As I'm just like chasing after him with this big axe. I am kind of swayed by Desperado's argument though, and I come out of my rage and I let him flee. I'm like, all right, yeah, you're right. I guess
Peter?
he's just trying to eat.
Do you let the ogre flee?
He's just gonna eat another family, who knows?
Don't eat any people, or I'll come and kill you again. I'll kill you. I'll find you and I'll do it.
So, despite your better judgment, you do let him flee, Peter. Is that what I'm getting?
Oh, I'm a little guy, man. I'm not catching up.
Okay, very good. He does have a large gate.
Yeah, there's. I try for like a little bit, but I don't think I'm gonna get there very quick. Yeah.
Sure. Before you get, too far, you realize you will not be able to catch him, at least to strike in melee. But nonetheless, the single ogre felled, the other let go. As you move to continue, you see that the wagon's wheel is caught in in just a deep pit, a pothole. And there have been smaller pits, pocking the map along the way, but this one is oddly shaped. It looks like just an enormous footstep, even bigger in size than the feet of the ogres, as though true giants tread here.
Do we know? The players know about the frost giants, but our characters don't know about the frost giants, I don't think, do we?
Well, you would be aware of giants in the region, absolutely, because of the closeness in time to Anam's fury, when Anam himself strode across the land and led legions of giants. So no doubt you've heard tale of giants, and would expect to find them, at least nearby.
Okay.
Man, this guy's bigger than me, I say as I help lift the cart out of the hole.
Yeah, like if there's any loose maybe a loose board on the back of the car, we can use it as like
I'll just pick it up and push it.
Yeah,
this guy's not that heavy.
As Desperado sets to use his mind to solve the problem, Durian does easily enough, lift the wagon out of the hole.
Fair enough. I guess it's empty, eh?
Yeah, there's a bunch of zombies in the back of it.
Right. The cargo is all in the hole.
Guys, notice that that's a footprint, not a hole. And that's a bit bigger than that ogre's foot.
I'm sure we'll see him before he'll see us, If he's pretty tall, certainly he'll be above the trees and all the rubble.
Hope you are right, my friend. But I guess what other recourse do we have, I guess, really, right?
I mean, I can't see a reason to argue with the logic.
Commander Hawkins says, "Look how quickly those ogres were upon us. We didn't see them coming because of the fog."
Yeah.
Looking to the map that you guys have, obviously the road leads, only the most well-traveled roads are marked on your map. This road leads straight to West Coast Tavern. Your destination is Temple of the Moon, which is slightly south on the shore of there. Typically, the way to the Temple of the Moon would be to pass West Coast Tavern.
I mean, like the cart's it's gonna have a hard time anywhere off the road, anyways. It wouldn't have been.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, do we need the cart?
I think that's up to the lady. It's her cart and her mules.
I mean, she could still ride the mules.
I don't know. What do you say? You want to leave the cart behind, or you want to try and?
Mules are like medium sized. Are they not?
A dwarf could ride a mule.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a cross between a horse and a donkey.
Okay, so it's a little bit bigger than a donkey.
Yeah, they're a little bit better than horses because they like donkeys, they can live off of the land more so. I'm just thinking if our speediness and our agility is a concern, that is an option. if we don't need the cart, it is slowing us down.
Lady Leadspine says, I wouldn't mind a nice tavern, though, to be honest.
I guess we'll stick with the cart for now. We can always just abandon it in a bad time and just book it.
Sure. I mean, we probably will be back through this way at some point. So if we did need to abandon it, we could always pick it up on our way back, assuming it's there. But yeah, I'm fine to carry on as it is. I'll keep my wits about me.
As you continue, you see what look like the remnants of encampments. Canvas from tents ripped and strewn in the trees. Belongings left seemingly hurriedly. Most of them smashed into the mud and into the ground. And from time to time, you see further evidence of giants, large imprints in the ground. Many of them with gnarled toes, twisting in the wrong directions. And you begin to hear a rhythmic booming sound, and the ground beneath your feet trembles.
Me thinks there's a giant coming.
I'm gonna try to hide.
That's just one, yeah. Perhaps we could take shelter in those trees, my friends, and perhaps they can pass us by.
Yeah, I think this is where we abandoned the cart.
And so you rush off the path to hide in the rubble?
Yeah, hide
What
somewhere.
are the mules?
Good question. Is
How
there room in the
quickly
hole?
Can they be untethered easily?
We could put them in the hole, and they'll have some breathing room. They might suffocate and die in there in like 5 minutes, but I don't know if
They
it'll
can be
take that
untethered,
long.
but it's a matter of whether or not you wish to spend the time to do that. You have to act quickly.
Perhaps cut their bonds and bring them into the shelter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who looks for a place to hide? As far as who will make the perception check, I'll leave that up to you. Two of you can make a perception check.
I can look.
Okay.
Yeah, I could take
Please
a look too.
Okay. Edward,
I'll ask
Desperado,
my-
please make perception checks.
Yeah, I'll ask my lady for guidance on this. And
Ooh.
oh, come on.
Nice, Edward.
Don't worry about it. I got this.
God.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
do.
God.
That's a 27.
Okay.
It's great.
16,
Yeah.
solid as well.
I mean, it's fine.
It's all right.
Oh no. I mean, you beat me by 10.
11, but
actually.
it's okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Either side of the road is smattered with the ruins of buildings. This is was a populous area of the city. Edward, you see, what appears to be just a, completely trampled, ruined house, but it looks as though there's a wooden porch with a large crawl space beneath it. Actually large enough even for the mules.
Oh, nice.
Darian's gonna get underneath the porch and hide like a cat or a dog that's scared.
Okay. At the sound of the giants, the mules become frantic and uncooperative.
This cart's just become a much bigger liability.
And I have it that Desperado has cut the mules free from the yoke.
cart. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah, I
goodness
just
we
put
did that.
my dagger in.
You
I
will
forgot,
need
yeah.
to do something to calm these beasts if you want to save them without spending too much time.
I do.
Lady Leadspine approaches one of them and attempts to soothe it, stroking its neck, doing so successfully, and leads one of the mules beneath, but the other would need tending to.
I look like a ferocious murder hound right now. I don't know how comforting I'm going to be.
Okay.
I'll dismount and approach one, Ben, and try and persuade it to be calm.
Okay. You can roll animal handling or a wisdom check.
I will do animal handling. Can I use guidance for this as well?
Yes.
All right, here we go. That is 11. Oh no,
12.
I can't do math. 12.
Make a strength check for me, Desperado.
Oh, I'm really good at
As
those.
you calm the beast, but it's still resisting somewhat.
Oh, 15.
Okay. You're able to guide the head of this mule and lead it to safety beneath the porch. As you guys seek to hide, obviously attempting to make no noise, will you all please make stealth checks for me?
Sure.
Now, I'm not real good at this.
I'll help you, Durian. My lady will guide you on that.
29 for me.
I'm also going to use the inspiration to hide because...
Am I in dim light or darkness?
Yes.
Okay, so I have advantage on stealth checks from my cloak.
And my mount, Ben, I will just ask him just to dart away and hide somewhere. He can move fast. Might just go further to the south of us.
Okay.
I think I can communicate with him for up to like a couple of miles.
I got a 12.
I got 13.
I got 16.
And there's a crescendo of the rumbling of these giants' feet, and you see three massive figures step through the veil of fog. They're moving hurriedly, as though they have some place that they wish to be. However, when they see a wagon in the middle of the road, they stop to inspect. One of them just raises a massive foot and puts it straight through the center of the wagon, crushing it, breaking the axles. The other two search the ruins of the city. One along the northern side, one along the southern side where the group of you are. So I'll make one check here to see if he's able to discover you. And you guys all hid, very well beneath this porch, thanks to Edward's scouting or his ability to find this hiding place. So I will make this check at disadvantage.
Hey.
God.
And you even feel the hot breath of the giant coming through the floorboards above you as it searches for you, but is unable to find you.
I'm just holding Richard close.
One of the giants just upends the cart and throws it into the ruins on the side of the road. It smashes apart, and the three giants continue trampling down the road, heading west.
Are we able to discern what kind of giants they might be, Ben? I know we may not know, but what they look like?
Can make an intelligence check.
Oh, really good at those.
We all are.
Actually, Edward is really good at intelligence checks, isn't he?
He's
Better
fine.
than it. Better than all of us.
10.
They don't seem to be covered in frost or flame, so perhaps they're hill or stone giants.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a little bit of time. Wait for him to leave before I'm gonna crawl out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Commander Hawkins urges, we need to leave the road. We can't risk another encounter with these.
Can we follow the tree line?
Maybe better.
Edward looks back at the smashed and mutilated cart and is like, well, I don't believe that'll be much of an issue anymore. I don't think we need the road.
Yeah, fair.
For half a second, I thought Peter was going to hide under the cart, and I just had a flash in my mind of what would have happened to him if he did.
From our experience, Ben, is it normal for them to travel in groups like this?
That would be hard to say, but to see so many giants in such a short period of time means they must have some kind of encampment or stronghold nearby. You look to the ruins of the encampment that you know to be in the area of West Coast Tavern, and it is unlikely that West Coast Tavern still stands.
Seems more like it's been taken over at this point by giants, right?
Yes, and you recall the ogres mentioning that they thought all the Smalls was gone when you encountered them.
Seems we arrived here too late.
I'm just gonna look at our 2 tag-alongs and be like,
I
well,
don't think it'll be safe here.
you chose a bad time to come over here.
I mean, if we're going in that direction, perhaps at least they could find solace in the temple.
That's true.
Yeah.
You could live in the temple and hope things get
at this
better.
point, we're just looking for safety, really, I think, right? At this point.
The tree line cuts southeast, so to reach the temple, you'll need to go across the city ruins, leaving the main road, and in order to head directly east.
We've got to be there in like 3 days. I don't think we have a choice.
Yeah, I guess we can just... If you can keep finding good hiding spots for us, we can just go in the ruins and stay off the road, and I don't know, probably find some other people that are hiding too, because I don't think everyone would. Probably like 2 people that would stay behind because they're dumb, but we might find them.
I mean, depending on how ruined it is, it may be easier for us to move through than any giants. Perhaps we'll be at a bit of an advantage.
It's true.
The path would seem to indicate that the giants are, traveling along the path, giving the amount of, just enormous footprints that you see within the mud and gravel.
Right.
I think we'll go through the ruins then, because I don't want to go next to the tavern if there's a bunch of giants around. I imagine there's going to be some of them hanging out there.
How big is this area, Ben? Like, are we talking like an hour walk or longer?
You could be there within an hour, for sure, as long as you're able to, pass without any obstacles and the like. Yeah, you're very near. So, as you guys continue east, leaving the path in favor of the ruins, it does become a bit disorienting because of the fog that hangs over you, kind of obscuring your view of any landmarks, and even from time to time a large cloud of fog wafts over you, disorienting you, and so
Can I make a check to see if this is a magical effect or something natural?
yes, you can make a nature or arcana check.
I'll take Arcana.
Okay.
It is the same bonus, I just want to pick Arcana.
Nice. Can I give you guidance on that? I think
magic
that
guy.
might be some useful information, my friend.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
So that's a 1d4?
Add a d4.
Okay.
Our little smart guy, he's gonna figure it out.
Sure.
Hold on.
So
Hey,
that's
roll-
a
you
1,
rolled
so that
one.
means I reroll
Oh
it.
no.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing for me.
The statistics are going up. It's a good
That just,
probability.
Two.
just means
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
advantage. Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, we still got a d4. Let's see.
He got a 6 on his D4.
Hey.
That's
And-
a 10.
Just based on the way that it's kind of amplifying smell and sound, it seems like it might just be because you're nearing the coast of the Highland Sea. And you haven't noticed any other magical effects, as a cause of it.
So like howling or like, anything like that in the distance.
No screams of the dead or
Right.
crazy
It seems like a
spirits.
dense fog like you would find along the coast. So as you do continue, though, you will need to, take some kind of measure to orient yourself and ensure that you continue to head east, so that you do not, accidentally wind up back on the road, or further south than you want to be, or something of the like.
While this hasn't been a place I've been before, I am kind of mentally mapping. I know you said the fog is covering landmarks, but like smaller landmarks, like details and like the rubble that we're going through. So I'm trying to remember where we've been.
Okay.
And trying to keep a general direction east as we go along.
Durian, make a survival check for me, please.
Can I have advantage because of my wandering background? Excellent excellent memory for maps and geography,
Yes.
and you always recall the general layout.
Yes, that's fine.
I feel like it's pretty applicable.
I think so, yeah.
14.
Okay. You continue through the ruins, and as the ruins become more scarce, you actually hear the sea, the waves crashing upon the shore in the distance.
Oh, that's good.
And the fog has lifted somewhat, and you see that there is a large encampment outside of what it appears to be a fort that is under construction. And beyond this, you see the Temple of the Moon on an island of rock, a short distance off the coast. You feel the chill air of the Highland Sea blowing inland. As you take in this scene, you hear a distant song, a somber tune that echoes over the coastline, a haunting song that sounds like it is played by a pipe organ.
Well, that's not ominous.
Will you guys all make perception checks for me, please?
Would it be something I can hear or smell? Because I can get advantage of those.
Yeah, definitely based off of your hearing.
Okay. 24.
Wow. Okay.
We're all good.
You all notice the volume of the song is swelling. And as it does, a dark cloud catches your eye. This is black fog rolling quickly down the coastline from the north.
Durian first is going to plug his ears because he sees fog coming in and there's music, so he's going to see if that does anything to try and not hear this music.
You still hear it faintly.
Oh. Ooh.
And then you hear a bell ringing out. It tolls 6 times and falls silent. It seems to be coming from the fort. You hear distant shouts, and people begin to flee quickly to the fort or to the smattering of tents that are outside of the fort. You guys still find yourself, 400, 500 feet away, something like that. So, not too distant, less than a half mile. So you can see this just like in the very distant distance. You're, slightly elevated from there.
And the people are like people, not giants.
Yes, they appear to be people-sized.
Oh, if they're all running to the fort, I think maybe we should book it too. I don't know
like
if we
a sound
want.
idea.
Yeah, they'll probably know what's going on.
These seem to be urgent shouts of terror and warning.
Yeah.
As you make way to flee to the fort, the terrain has changed from just being the rubble of the city to a more open, expansive coastline. and you may be able to, find an easier path or some advantageous path by making a survival check.
Oh,
I will certainly do so. Can I
yeah.
wager for another advantage? It's okay if not. I'm just lobbying for one due to my wanderer background. Maybe like what's it called? It's like I think it's called a desire path. It's where it's not an official path made by like a settlement or a city planning. It's just what a paths that people take. So if you're going grass and you see like there's a dirt path that's been made cutting around some like concrete of a sidewalk or something. Can I try and
Like
look
a
for
beaten trail?
Yeah, like a beaten trail. Can I look for something that the locals might take next to our area? So it's maybe a bit more packed down or even or
Yes, but because the landscape is not portrayed on the path, I don't think Wanderer will apply here.
Okay.
So just make this as a straight check.
I tried. You want?
Can I help him? I have a survival skill as well. I can help you with that.
Absolutely.
Please.
Yeah, there you go.
And with your lady's help as well?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. I got a crit
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
for a total
Not
of
only do
28.
you find a well-traveled game trail, but you see that there's a small gully next to it that actually heads in a straighter line towards
trench.
the fort. Yeah, exactly.
This way, everyone, and I'm carrying Richard in my arms. As
It's
I'm
just like, get those natural 20s out the way now.
don't
Lady
need him in
Leadspine
combat.
coaxes the mule to hurry. She hops off and tries to run and pull at the mule.
I'll Peter, you can ride with me. We can move. My mount can move quite quickly.
I mean, mules are actually pretty fast, is what I'm reading right here.
Yeah, they probably are.
I
Are they
mean,
like
speeds of
50-foot move?
up to 15 miles an hour.
There you go.
So, I mean, that's pretty fast. And
It's
assuming
got
the
school
terrain
zone.
is safe to traverse, So you rush, having found a advantageous path, and you hear to your side the wailing of a child. It seems to be coming from a small opening in between rocks.
Oh, I'll wheel back and look for it.
Okay.
Someone
guys keep
take my
going.
kid. I'm about to get another one.
Desperado, will you make a perception check, please?
Can I help him? Because I'm also going to search through the rebel.
Yes.
All right. Wheel, come on. What's that? 16, Ben.
With advantage, because I'm helping you look.
Oh, okay. Perception, you said, right? Is that right?
Yes.
24.
Okay. You smell what just smells like a very dank smelling animal, and you see this child crouching, crying in what appears to be a bear's den.
Is this a bear cub?
No, it's a child.
Oh.
Person, a human child.
Oh, hello.
I'll dismount, Ben, and see if I take my hat off and just see if I can approach. And I want to try and seem warm and inviting and not intimidating.
Okay, make a charisma check for me, please, with advantage.
Nice. Persuasion or just straight charisma?
Just a charisma check.
Okay. 17.
The child rushes to you.
Nice. It's a human or a dwarf?
Yes, a human.
Human. Fear not, young one. We're going to get you to safety, and I'll walk over to my where Peter is mounted on my elk, and I'll put the child up with Peter that they might ride, and then I'll follow on foot.
Okay. You see that the dark fog is rolling dangerously closer to the fort and the encampment outside. As you rush towards it, you reach the door of the fort just as you hear the loud creaking sounds of the gates being shut, and you rush through to safety. There are two guards beckoning at you, their faces stricken with fear as they welcome you into the fort.
As soon as we're through, I'm going to put Richard down, and I'm going to help try and close the gate with whatever system they're using, either by like pulling it closed, pushing it closed, or a lever, whatever they're using.
Cool. Yeah, you easily just kind of step in front of the three guards manning one side.
Let me handle this.
And the gate slams shut. And you notice there's a pale light, silver in color, that illuminates the interior of the fort. There doesn't seem to be a source of it. It's almost as though it's just emanating from within this establishment. And
what are we hiding from?
The shadow, the darkness. We'll be safe here. I fear for the ones outside, but some feel safer in their own abodes.
What is the source of this evil magic or whatever it is?
It comes from Zymor's amphitheater. Sorry, I have a name for this I'm rushing to find here. Yeah, simple enough. It is the Song of Darkness, the Shadakai, the Bugaisha play.
Oh, those guys. Do the giants come here and try to fight you? Because we heard one talking about the little ones are gone. Do the Shadowkai also try to mess with you, or is it like safe here?
Lunar's ward protects this fort. The giants destroyed West Coast Tavern, and this is where the people fled. We give them sanctuary, and the Lord of the Silvery Light looks after them.
Okay. All right.
Silver Dragon.
Huh?
I'm sorry?
Where is the Silver Dragon? Where is Lunar currently?
It is unclear where Lunar rests, but he grants his blessing to this fort and to the Temple of the Moon. Tella resides in the temple and is the temple master.
Have you had contact with them at the temple?
Yes. My name is Mikhail Dodd.
Mikhail?
And I oversee transactions between the fort and the temple. You are welcome here to stay in the fort if you wish.
Thank you. I'll remove my hat once we are.
I'm sorry. Could you say the guy's name in the temple? The priest, I'm assuming. What was his name again?
Tella, the keeper of the temple.
Tella. All right.
And I'm sorry, your name was again, my good sir?
Mikhail Dodd.
Mikhail. I'm called Desperado. My companions are Durian, Peter, and Edward. We also have our friend Kevin and the lady Oakspine?
Leadspine.
Leadspine.
Lady Leadspine. Excuse.
And there's my newly adopted son, Richard, and I point to Richard. And I guess we just barely adopted this boy, and I point to the new child we just picked up. I don't even know it was a boy. I haven't checked yet. We were just running over here. You wouldn't happen to know this kid's parents, would you?
Yes, this is the Dunham boy. Run along, find your folks.
Oh, okay.
And the child runs into the market.
Do you get a lot of visitors here? You have a whole market set up?
No, but we do have a small local economy. There are a few people who still live in the ruins clinging to their former lives, and of course you saw the encampment outside. Although I wish that we could provide freely for all of them, if we were to do that we would soon run out of resources, so we ask that people pay for what they need, and we provide it. I mean, there are merchants that hawk their wares and services here as well.
How frequently does that fog come, that darkness?
It comes when they play the Song of Darkness, and usually they are warding giants away. There is a small number, well, not a terribly small number of Bugaisha Shadarkai who have been cut off, in effect. We will not allow them to pass through here. The giants will not allow them to pass through the area around West Coast Tavern, so in effect they are secluded within Zymor's amphitheater. Sometimes they can get supplies, perhaps they send a boat, or they send messages by way of snake, but for the most part they are subsisting there alone.
Just like a triangle of people keeping each other here?
Yes, from here you might find a way south to New to the ruined docks and the new ports down there, south of here. I would avoid traveling west for the for the giants, and southwest in the hills, of course, there is Rave, the white dragon.
Oh. Does he show up often, or does he just hang out in that area?
Well, Rave finds most of what it needs in the hills and the forests. We have not had to face the beast.
Okay, good to know.
It may be out of respect for Lunar that it does not strike us.
Oh, yeah.
But our main contention is the giants. They control the lands around us. We hunt the outskirts of Rave's forest and try never to venture too far within.
Do you have like a... I know you said you deal with the dealings between the temple and this place. Do you have like a head, like, leader here, like a head commander, or is it you?
I am the leader of the Silver Order. Of the ministry, at least. There is a military commander as well, Zedane.
Zedane. Are you guys cool? You get along, or is there some tension? Okay.
No, there is no tension between us. We all strive for the same cause.
All right. Well,
if we could, we would grow the Silver Dragon's power so that Lunar could bless more than a single night every 10 day.
Thank you for giving us the lowdown. And letting us in and not cutting us off. How long does that fog usually stay?
And as you mention it, you hear the song beginning to dwindle and the darkness surrounding the encampment subsides, gives way to just the dark gray of the fog overhead.
Okay, so not like crazy long.
And how do you make contact with the temple? Is there somewhat safe passage, or
Do we have to like ask you for permission to go there?
Yes, I'm afraid only those who have earned the trust of the Order are allowed to go to the Temple of the Moon. It is a sacred place to us.
Do we? Just 1 second, and I'm gonna gather my friends, my party members.
Huddle.
1 second, huddle. So we need to get in there, right? And I don't know if we want to tell them about Edward, what's going on there.
I have a feeling that might get us kicked out of town.
Well, we also have a pit of dead bodies, but also Hideo is on top of that, and he was like a pretty, high-ranking guy. So if we show him that we killed Hideo and got rid of that whole thing that was west of here, maybe that would get us some goodwill.
It's true. We also should go and dump them in the sea.
Oh yeah, we're right here. We can just do that.
Yeah, we should do that.
Oh yeah, okay.
Once the fog, maybe when the fog passes or the darkness has subsided a bit.
Are you up to showing Hideo's body, being like, hey, we killed him? It's like proof, and like not anything else in there.
And the only thing is we're assuming that he might know who Hideo is, and if not, they might just think we killed a guy.
What? What?
We start with asking if he's familiar with the servants of the Master, the Shadarkai, and
yeah. I'm gonna stand up.
Yeah.
So
break.
Do you know who? The Master guy, the evil necromancer.
Yes, a scourge upon the land.
Do you know like his internal structure, like the people he's got working for him, anything like that? Any like prominent names come to mind?
What is your point?
Well, we killed one of his subordinates. Like we killed Hideo, which is like his second-hand man. Yeah, we ran into him. He had a grudge with. Whole thing. We had a grudge against us, and it was a fight to the death essentially, and we killed him.
And his apprentice, a young man.
I wonder who will lead his armies then. Well, that is quite a feat.
Regarding that.
I'm sorry, say again, Peter?
We were able to capture information before he was disposed of.
Oh, yeah, we have troop numbers and all that as well.
I'm sure there's some information among it that Master surely wouldn't want anyone getting their hands on.
That would be valuable intelligence. Would you mind sharing what you've learned?
Of course. And I'm just gonna say everything that we got from him. Any like hidden camps that he may have known of, or again like the quantities of undead in the armies that he was controlling.
Oh, this is good to know. It seems as though his forces are swelling. He's gathering more undead to his cause.
And of course we'll also talk about the fact that he was buying up zombies, right? From
oh yeah, that's probably good information to tell him.
And that they're probably not the only ones they're doing this with.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we as part of my service to my lady Valindra, that we collected the fallen that might we need to pass into the sea, that they might return to the mother and have their souls released properly and not join the Master's army.
Ah, very well. A noble endeavor. You should not find any trouble between here and the sea. It's just a short walk.
Once the darkness passes, perhaps that we will endeavor to do that.
Okay, and you do recognize now night has fallen, but the magical darkness seems to have subsided with the Song of Darkness, as as the Song of Darkness has faded into the distance, is no longer audible.
I'm gonna ask Lady Leadspine, do you have any last rites you want to perform? Because I don't know if you had a certain god you wanted to pray to, or any rituals you wanted to complete.
I will be satisfied and at peace knowing that he will be conveyed by the mother.
Alright.
By Jason. Jason, what was your character's name that became the conveyor
Jason.
of
Eric, Earl's daughter.
Thank
Eric
you.
Earlstad? Yeah. Sorry.
And Eric. We'll see him through the storm, I'm sure. That's funny. Jason came to mind as his name.
There's a guy off the corner is like,
as soon
I'm
as you said my
Jason.
name, I kind of knew what you meant, man. It's all good. You
Yes,
keep track of a lot of names. I'm impressed. It's all good. You do very well.
I'll be at peace to know that.
All right.
I mean, I know it's getting dark, Durian, but maybe should we do that?
I think sooner the better.
Me too.
And I'll just go down the beach. I'll unfold the hole, and I'll gently take out Lady Leadspine's dead husband and gently, put him down in the water.
Yep.
And then for everyone else, I guess I'll gently put PJ down in as well because he didn't really deserve to die necessarily.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm just kind of like, trying to be gentle, but I'm also trying to move it along because I got like 100 corpses to pass on.
Absolutely. Lady Leadspine assists as well, and Commander Hawkins stands guard upon the shore, keeping an eye out to the sea and to the north.
I got a quota to meet.
And I'll say a small prayer asking that the mother would take these souls and pass them on, that they might have another chance at life and no longer serve the master in his evil doings.
And Desperado, you feel the presence of Lady Valindra, who has tasked you, with this effort. You just hear a soothing voice in the back of your mind telling you that this is well done, and well met, and you'll gain inspiration from her.
Thanks, thank you.
So at that, let's take a brief break here. We'll reconvene in about 10 minutes or so, and then the game will continue.
That's good.
Nice.
That's good.
So I get some water from the ocean and just kind of like get a sponge and like clean out the hole because it's all bloody and had like guts in it.
I was gonna say you're gonna have to clean that. Zombies don't smell great.
You could probably take the whole body and like get some water
already a
and then
lot,
like shake it up and then like dump it out.
Sadly,
It's
you
a
have
lot
to,
having durian around.
you have to put it on like a surface. You can't just hold it like a cartoon hole in the air. Unfortunately, no.
Right?
I could unfold it like halfway into the ocean so it fills with water, and then just kind of get inside like I'm inside of a tank and just on my hands and knees.
Like right down on the shoreline, and we'll just like let the tide come in and go into it.
Very well. I'll tell you my story. But I do hope you're clever enough to understand that every tale we're telling is half-truth evolution. I am Peter Underleaf, born in the gutters of a city that burned, but reborn from the ashes of men too proud to look beneath their own boots. Gold changes hands easily when whispered promises come with a smile, and a dagger behind the curtain. I built empires on secrets, toppled houses with forged letters, and seduced my way half the nobility with nothing but charm and conveniently timed scandals. And yet here I am, see. The Fae, those glittered-eye monsters draped in beauty, don't just steal children or mislead lost travelers. No, they steal stories, and I was too interesting to resist. One moment I was slipping poison into the goblet of a lord's masquerade, and the next I woke in groves of singing trees, the ground breathing beneath me, and a voice like moonlight in my skull. Call it the Court of Glass, the theater of torment and Fey wager on more. They were as if they were chess pieces. Now I fight with not sword or strength, but the most dangerous weapon I possess, my mind. I intend to survive this ridiculous game, not just survive, thrive. I've already begun sowing seeds among lesser archfey, whispering doubts, stoking rivalries, and even here power has cracks, and I plan to climb through them.
So Edward's story actually begins quite a while back. His early life was a very simple one. He lived in a quaint, unremarkable house in a quaint, small, unremarkable village, with just him and his lovely bride. It was a simple but a happy existence. Till one day, fortunately, when I was on my way home and traveling alone, and I was attacked, captured, and held for a very long time by an archfey in the area who, excuse me, not an archfey, by an archdruid in the area who was attempting to enhance the powers of his own wild shapes. But in order to do so, he was trying to perfect some sort of concoction to accomplish that. I served as his guinea pig. We went through several different versions of it until he found something that sort of worked. It transformed me into a ferocious monster, and I immediately bit his neck out. I escaped, found my way home, told my wife of what had happened, and she called me a monster, said she would not have that curse near her, and kicked me out. Told the rest of the village, and I was shunned from existence. So in a desperate attempt to try to regain and reclaim my previous life, I searched for anyone that could help me to remove this curse, and that eventually landed me right into the lap of a particular archfey who made a deal with me. Said that if I removed any and all monsters that existed within a cavernous area, that I would be free of my curse. I foolishly accepted this deal and went about my way. Not realizing, of course, that myself being within these caverns made it, in fact, full of monsters, because me. I did eventually figure out this plight. Unfortunately, it took several centuries before I realized that I had been fooled. And as such, I sort of gave up on that particular instance, have learned to accept that this creature is a part of me, whether I like it or not. Learn to accept that every facet of my prior life that I've ever known is gone. And I've replaced all of that with a burning desire for vengeance that can only be sated by the blood of the archfey that did that to me. Anyway, that's my story.
So usually these sorts of stories begin with a young, jovial character thrust into a life-changing scenario, setting them on some kind of unplanned trajectory. But they aren't usually embarrassing or humiliating. Oh wait, my apologies. I should introduce myself first. I'm Desperado Phineas Theos, the third of my name, after my grandfather and my great-great-grandfather. My older brother, Silverado, you might have heard of him. He did some pretty great things for the people of Gira. He left some time ago, a few years ago now. Hasn't been heard from in quite a while. Our home, our village, sits within the Redwood Forest, just on the edge of Dunsmuir Lake. Anyway, Silverado's leaving home for me was really tough. I thought we'd be in the forest together forever, our families growing up together. But after he set off, I realized I needed to find my place in this world too. I just wasn't sure what that looked like. I wasn't sure what that might be. And my friends and I, we spent most of our time just messing around on the shores of the Dunsmuir like any, young elf might do. When we weren't in school or training, that is. Usually these times on the lake were involved weird games, always involved lots of wine. Not the junk from around here, the good stuff, good elven stuff. But on one sunny afternoon, everything kind of changed for me. It was a day like any other. It was sunny. It was nice. We were on the lake between swigs of wine, knots of the good bread. Wine was a bit off. We paid it no mind though. It didn't matter. But I'll never forget that giggling, cackling sound. It still haunts me. We were laying there with our dipping our toes in the water, staring at the sky. Those days when you're just trying to avoid the world and that's catching up to you. It was one of those times, all of a sudden I began to realize something was amiss. Not quite right. I couldn't wiggle my toes, my fingers, I couldn't turn my head. I couldn't move my arms or legs. I wasn't quite sure what had happened. None of us could move, but we could see and we could hear quite well. I could hear really well. You know how they say when you lose one sense, all your other sense are heightened. They're very right. The dancing and the laughing and cackling sound all around us. I couldn't tell what they were. I found out later from my father they're called bogles, tricksy little fey creatures. Anyway, they took everything. They took everything from us: our food, our coins, our clothes, our dignity. By the time I could move again, they were gone. There was no trace of them. There we were on the shore of the Dunsmuir, naked, exposed, robbed, and humiliated. I promised myself I'd never let my guard down like that again, especially around fays. And after that experience, I took my training much more seriously. It opened my eyes to the world and the things that are around us. Nothing is as it seems in our world, and even in times of peace, things can change in an instant, it seems. After the thing with the bogles, I kind of developed this issue with others touching my food. I trained in the community kitchens and learned some really good elven cuisine. I became a pretty accomplished chef, But when I wasn't in the kitchens, instead of spending my time at the lake, I practiced with my bow and my blades. I'd hoped that I wouldn't ever need to use them, but I wanted to be prepared in the event that I did. And it was around that time that the lady in the lake came to me. Apparently, she'd been watching me. I had no idea, but the first time I saw her, she appeared as this regal elven maiden, wearing this fairly pristine sylvan plate mail. She talked to me about how she was ready to take on a champion, someone to carry on her mantle. She would spar with me, and she helped me hone my skills with my bow and my blade. She told me about how she was one of the protectors of my people long ago, a great knight. No idea. She fought in the great battle of the Redwood Forest, the one that gave Redwood its name. She was a real great warrior, and she fought bravely in that battle. She had eventually fallen, but Dunsmuir favored her, and her spirit lives on in the lake. She watches over our kin and in service of him in Dunsmuir. She asked if I could prove my worth. She would empower me to do great things. She asked me to seek out one of Dunsmuir's most faithful followers, my brother, actually, Silverado. She says he's lost but not gone, and that's what brings me here.
I was with my pa in the woods, hunting for food on a long trip away from home. I was gored by a boar, and I was a little confused, and I was very sad. I took his book he scratched letters into, and so I could learn more about him. He didn't really talk a lot about anything. He was an orc of few words. I took his book, and I headed to find someone smart that could help me understand what all these letters mean and what words they make. Nobody seemed to understand or make sense of the scratches except a a mage who was up and coming, and he seemed like he could help me understand what was going on here. He said he could cast a spell that would help me learn, but it costs a lot of money, and I didn't have any money. So I went to go north to the New World in search of knowledge or money. And the first place I got to was a nice farm run by a nice old couple, the Hopkins. The man of the farm who ran it, he would give me some of his free time when he had it to help me learn how to read Common, which was, not what was in my father's book, as I learned later. But he couldn't give me all his time, so he had his son Kevin teach me. He was nice. He was pretty mean sometimes, but it was a good experience. Soon after, I left the farm to go wander and look for other orcs that have been spotted, and then maybe I could learn from them. I got some help from a small little goblin named Glasses. I helped him out once when he's getting stomped by some orcs, and some other goblins, and I asked him if he's seen any other orcs running around, and he seemed to let me know whenever he was in the area. I met some okay people I went to go do some jobs with, and then I just stuck with them when all my leads ran empty. There was a dwarf, a goblin guy, and like a weird wood elf that spoke funny. We're cool.
So far. Yeah, good call. Night ain't over yet.
We're back. We'll just get back into the game here. You guys have found sanctuary here in a fortress along the coast, where the Temple of the Moon sits on a rocky island offshore. You've made, strong acquaintances with Mikhail Dodd, rescued a small child who no doubt returned to his parents. Lady Leadspine, Commander Hawkins, and Little Richard are still with you.
Lady Leadspine, now that we're in like a somewhat safe place, do you want to stay here, or do you want to keep going with us?
Where are you traveling to? I hope to make it to Riverside.
We're gonna be here for a little bit, and then like maybe a day max, because we're on a bit of a time constraint, and we're gonna head back west. And then maybe after that we might go to Riverside.
I will stay here until I can find safe passage to Riverside. You've fulfilled your obligations to me, and I thank you for helping me with safe passage, at least so far.
I'm sorry for putting you in such terrible danger with that big skeleton ball thing that was rolling around.
It is
I'm
not
sorry
your
about
fault.
husband as well.
I appreciate it. I do not blame the group of you anymore. You've proven yourselves to me, and you are good folk, good men, and I just wish you success and safety in the future.
Do you need anything?
No, I have enough coin, I think, to make my way, and I will try to meet with my cousins in Riverside and reclaim my tavern. That is my desire.
You got the 2 mules as well, to sell or ride.
I would offer you one of them if you wish.
Do we need a mule? I don't know if we really do.
I'm already on top of it, Ben.
We couldn't possibly take anything else from you. It's
Right. You turn around and then I'm right on top of one already.
I mean, Peter, if you really want the mule, I guess.
Only if it won't slow you down. I'm happy to give you one of the mules.
Is it well behaved? Is it easy to control? It's tamed?
Yes. Yeah, it's a well-tamed mount.
Yeah, I'll take one.
This is
I'm
like when
happy
you get
for you to
offered
have
a
it.
drink. So when you get offered a drink out of like hospitality at a house, and you're supposed to say no, 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 I can't possibly accept, but you take it.
I'm a street urchin, okay?
Yeah, you need that movement speed.
Yeah.
She
Those
seems
short legs.
quite pleased and happy for you guys to have it. Not an issue.
Okay.
All right.
Use it for meat later.
I guess we could either talk to that guy earlier, or we can try and find
can.
someone to go to bed. I don't know.
It is late in the day, but you have slept away most of the day. You still seem to have plenty of energy. Mikhail approaches you. I do thank you for the intelligence. It seems as though you wish to reach the Temple of the Moon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, while I trust you, granting you passage would require that you perform a task for us. Intelligence is helpful and appreciated, but what we really need is food. And we have, it seems, lost our hunting party. They should have returned yesterday at the latest. We're preparing for a great feast to celebrate 10 moons since Lunar gave us sanctuary here. Our scouts...
Sorry, continue. Questions later.
Our scouts were unable to find them. The weather is too dangerous to ask other people to continue the search, but you all seem hardy and well equipped. If you can find the hunting party and return them, I would be most grateful and grant you passage to the Temple of the Moon.
All right. Now for my question. It's been not even a 10-day since you've been shacked up here?
10 day, my friend.
100 days.
Almost 100 days, yes.
Okay. Sounded a lot. Sorry, time's a little fuzzy.
How haggard do they look, Ben?
People seem to be hard up here. Quite hungry, and as he has stated, rations are beginning to run low. You might assume with a successful hunt, it'd be enough to hold the people over here for, quite some time. Typically, they should be able to find enough gain to survive.
And how many people are here?
There seem to be over 100.
Oh, geez, so you need a lot, yeah.
Yes.
I'm fine with finding your hunting party because it looks like you guys really need it. Do you have any maps of the region? Any maps of where they went to?
I know that one of the favorite hunting grounds is on the outskirts of Rave's forest to the southwest. Sometimes game travels into the ruins, but it is most plentiful in the forests because most fear to hunt there for fear of the white dragon, for that is her hunting ground.
So no maps?
Do you have a map of the region?
I mean, I assume we have one on us.
Yes, you do.
I'll just show it to him. I just write it down on them.
And he just shows you the border of the forest, essentially southwest of where you are. On the edge of the ruins, there's a snowy plain where settlements become less frequent, and those plains, where those plains meet the forest, is typically where they begin their hunt.
That's a fair trade. Can help these people live on, and we can, we might even learn a few things if we travel south and learn some more about this place.
And when you return, if you bring the hunting party, then you may have passage to the Temple of the Moon.
And
I
if
promise.
they're already gone,
Well, bring me what evidence you can, please. But do try to find them, dead or alive.
I'm just gonna take out something to write. Is like, can you just write down what their names were, so that if we find them, we can check. Let them know that we're going for them. You don't have to speak it aloud. Just write it down on a piece of paper or something.
Bodhi with the names.
I was gonna say. I was just.
You don't have to. You don't have to say them. Just write them down. I'll look at them later.
Kevin, and Kevin.
Here I have some names. Garrick, Lirael, Brom, Silas, Mira, Kendra, Rolf, Harlan, Torvald, and Ewan.
Love it.
And Derek.
And Derek.
And Kevin.
Can't forget Derek. All right, I'm not gonna be able to remember most of this, but thank you.
Well, that's why I've written them down for you. Can you read Common?
Insulting. I can't read my own handwriting, and I take it.
And good luck to you. I would to find them, the more likely that they will still be alive.
All right.
First light, my friends, perhaps.
You can go now if we don't need to sleep. Cover of darkness.
I think that maybe we should get moving on this because who knows how long another chase is going to take, and time's a bit pressing.
I mean, I guess there's a chance if they've maybe made a camp that we might see it in the dark.
I'm gonna go find Lady Leadspine wherever she wandered off to, and I'm going to say to her, we're gonna go look for a hunting party that went missing. Can you go watch my boy here, Richard, while we're gone? I would maybe try and find someone else, but I don't know anybody here.
Of course, I'll look after little Richard.
All right, thank you, Richard. If I'm not back in 3 days, I'm probably dead.
Well, I know that you'll be coming back. She looks concerned that you would say such a thing in front of little Richard.
I'm just being real with you. If I'm not back in 3 days, I'm probably eaten by a dragon or something.
Well, I will take care of the boy until you return, as you surely will.
As we most definitely will. You are correct. Okay, Durian, let's go now.
I turn around and I leave.
That's
and
enough of run of the child.
As we get out of earshot, I'm like, just like his father is going to return.
As we're leaving, Ben, can I make a sleight of hand check?
Huh?
What are you trying to do?
Nothing bad, guys. Come on. I'm trying to sneak the pack of cards into Little Richard's pocket without him noticing, so he can practice while I'm gone.
Cool. Yeah, you can do so.
You guys don't trust me.
No, I didn't. I never said that. Excuse me.
That's a 30, sir.
30. Cowabunga.
You guys don't trust me enough.
Absolutely trust you.
So what if the person
I
that came to
trust
mind?
you to play your character to their truest form, and I do not trust Peter.
After Peter does this, little Richard asks, "Can I have my bouncing ball back?"
I don't have it. It's up to you, Peter.
We're all just staring at you because none of us saw you put the cards in there.
I'll give it back when you can do the trick I showed you.
He kind of furrows his eyebrows. Okay. Well,
Dude,
I'll have to find some cards then.
Sure you will.
Don't
Very
you
good.
still have cards on you, Peter? I say as we walk away.
I just walk away.
Rude. He didn't respond.
Lady Leadspine says, "Hush, hush, there now, child. It's all right."
Your dad is not gonna die again.
Commander Hawkins asks the group of you, "Shall I accompany you, or shall I stay here with the lady and the child?"
Might be not be a bad idea if he stays and protects the child and,
Yeah,
and the
I
lady.
think I think that's Would
Yeah.
probably be easy if we're not traveling with a half a dozen people. You know.
Yeah, and he's a bit loud.
Got that
Well,
clinky
then,
armor on.
No disrespect to you, Kevin, but your armor.
I appreciate the honesty, and I will watch after the child and the lady.
Nice.
All right. Thank you, Kevin.
And so the group of you set out with urgency, venturing forth into the night, and the fog has somewhat cleared, and you can see the vibrant skies of the Giran night above you. And I'm assuming that you're going to travel. Oh gosh, fly just went in my drink. Dang it. Okay. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You see Ben's camera just freeze, and he just leaves the Zoom call.
Not on your
That's
keyboard.
gross, but I did get it out of the cup. I will be honest, it did touch the liquid, but oh well.
Nobody's judging you, Ben.
Nobody even knows what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah, I think he spilled something. I think.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
We will, I guess, just head south, maybe along the coast.
Okay.
Or do you guys want to just book it to the tree line first and then go around?
I mean, we got a. I'm assuming we got like a sort of a rundown of the path that the hunting party would have taken, typically to head out to the hunting grounds. Or
You
like
got
a general
basically kind of a
way in
starting
which-
point from where the hunt would typically originate.
Okay.
Yeah.
See if we can pick up a trail.
Right.
You know, I could do that little thing where I turn into a bat and zip around for a bit and try
I was
to.
about to suggest that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
All right, well, we'll do that then. And I grab the edges of my cloak and I use it to polymorph myself into a bat. When I do it with this, I retain my intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores, but otherwise am a bat. So, and
Okay.
then I will just do some flying around, you know, just kind of like maybe getting up over the tree lines a little bit, just looking for either, you know, a campfire or some signs of something, anything.
Okay. So you guys will journey southwest to where your suggested starting point was. You get there without issue. And as you said, you're going to kind of fly around looking for clues, things of that nature. What you notice is when you get to Rave's forest, it is there's cloud cover overhead, and as you venture into the tree line, you're suddenly hit by a snowstorm coming from the hills. Your visibility drops to no more than 30 feet, and if you would, Edward, as you fly, above the group, make a survival check for me, please.
Okay. Oh, I have proficiency in survival. Look at that. That's neat. Okay. That is an 11.
Okay. You struggle to find any of the clues that you might be looking for, but you are able to keep overhead of the party, as they, begin to comb the area as well.
Does the storm seem natural, Ben, or does it seem unnatural?
Well, it's strange because it's as though a gust of wind will come up right up to the tree line, blowing snow and sleet into your face, and then just subsiding just beyond the tree line. So you know that a powerful white dragon resides in these hills and this forest. Right. It may have something to do with that.
Its aura could cause these sorts of things to happen.
Everyone stay close to me.
Right.
My hot rock.
Oh, freak that rock.
Durian, will you make a survival check for me, please?
Yeah, sure.
Can you help me, Mr. Holy Man?
Yeah, I can give you guidance.
Thank you. And I'll go ahead and I will try and find a way forward. At least see where I'm going for a 24.
Sure, and as you venture into Rave's woods, you find just a peak of a...
There's a tent here.
Of a tent, yes. And upon investigation, you find that there are several tents here.
Are they like snowed in?
Yeah, it seems to have been buried. This is a recent camp. None of the canvas is torn or anything of that kind. You see the remnants of a fire, deep in the snow that surrounds it.
I'm just gonna quickly check inside a tent, see if there's anybody in there. I'm gonna guess not, though.
Okay, Durian, make an investigation check for me, please.
Yeah, I'm good at these.
I'll be watching his back, Ben. I'm mounted on my elk steed, but I'll.
Okay.
I got 2.
Oh my goodness.
It's dark in here.
Yeah, Durian searches the camp and the tents. Comes up empty-handed.
What I do is I open the snow, I take a look inside, like, nope, not in there.
Right. Can Edward come back down and land with the group and drop his bat form?
Yes.
Okay. And now that I'm back down there, I'm gonna take a big whiff into the air. And do I smell anybody around?
Go ahead and make a perception check, please.
Right.
It's like a wolfhound.
I don't know how well this will actually work, but it's worth a shot. We can't see nothing. It's a 17.
You kind of, sniff the air, sniff at the tents, investigating, and you smell blood in one of the tents.
Now that is a smell I am familiar with.
Absolutely. And you see inside an arrow. It's small, and on the arrow there are draconic runes. This looks like an arrow that a kobold would use.
Can I dig around and see if I can find like a body or anything like in the snow or whatever around there?
Sure. Make an investigation check for me, please.
Oh, I'm proficient in that one too. Oh, I didn't mean to roll that with advantage, so it'll just be the 9.
Okay. I should have given you an advantage after you found the first clue, so we'll roll with the advantage on that.
Okay. Then 24.
You kind of clear away snow around where you found this arrow, and you find a streak of blood leading to the entrance of the tent, as though something has been dragged out of here.
Ooh.
Okay, I will. I'll flag down the rest of the group and bring them over there, show them what I found.
I don't know, guys. Seems like there's nothing here. Oh, that's blood. Oh, that's blood. How did I miss that? It's like red, or like a white area.
It was covered up a bit. You couldn't see it at the initial glance, but Yeah, I haven't found a corpse or a person or anything, but this doesn't look like it probably went well for them, though.
Perhaps they were taken alive. You said, did Edward say that they thought those arrows were of kobolds, Ben?
I think he intended to share everything with you.
Would we know that they might be like servants of a dragon? I'm wondering if perhaps they could have been taken as an offering to the dragon.
That seems fair to assume.
It's possible they're alive, my friends. It's possible. We may need to make a... Does it seem fresh?
Does it seem fresh? I mean, I'm an expert on these things.
Yeah, the tents are buried in such a way, it's kind of hard to tell because of the magical nature of the storm. Sure. So it's hard to pinpoint, but the blood is fresh enough to find a trail of it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he said we have to get proof if they are dead. And there's, I don't know, 10 of them.
Yes, one blood trail is not proof of anything.
I'm just saying that even if they are dead, we're going to have to go find their bodies and bring them back. Much as we should anyway.
Trail from the other tents?
How big a group was it, Ben? The hunting party?
It's like 10 people.
10 people.
Yeah.
It'd be hard for them to carry that many. More than likely, they walked out on their own. Maybe they were surprised.
Maybe there was like...
forced to walk somewhere.
Half of them were out hunting and the other half were at camp and they hit the camp and got the other ones.
Yeah, that's true.
Divided and alone.
That could work too.
Perhaps they made an example of one that the others would comply with their, demands.
Can I take a look?
Please.
Oh, sorry. Can I take a look around the tents and see if, does it look like they left in a hurry or were removed in a hurry, or does it look like they packed up and left? Did they have time to grab stuff to take with them, or are they just gone?
Oh, sure. Good point. You find, more rations buried in the snow. That they've been kind of put in an area and covered with canvas. And you see that there have been some weapons left behind, bows and arrows, hunting knives, and some clothes as well left behind.
I think we'll take all of those and put them in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Thanks.
I don't want to assume that you can do this, Edward, but can you track this scent of any of this stuff that we found?
I hear you, buddy.
Yeah, it's weird.
Sorry. No, I don't believe I could actually track the scent like that. I can detect it sort of in a short distance and whatnot, but tracking it is a whole other sort of thing.
It's dark right now, right, Ben?
Well,
yes.
Perhaps we should try and follow the trail. That it's possible if they are perhaps taking these campers to the dragon. Maybe we can waylay them before they get there, and we don't have to face the dragon yet.
Yeah, it is. Is it like a blizzard right now, or is it just snowing a lot, or what's the weather situation?
It seems to come in waves off of the hillside to the edge of the forest.
Does the trail go into the forest?
Make a survival check for me, please.
Will do.
I'll help you.
You will,
Okay.
Leo. I will.
I used to hunt game.
Oh, 10, Ben.
You search for some time, about an hour, trying to find this trail. You know that that's your best bet. You wouldn't simply give up just because it didn't make itself immediately apparent.
Right.
Please make for me everybody make a Constitution saving throw.
If we stay close, you'll have my aura, guys.
Would perhaps the effect of my hot rock extending a warm, dry heat of 94 degrees Fahrenheit in a 15
It will grant you
radius.
advantage on this check. Sure. I like it.
All of us?
Only Durian. You don't want to get too close to Durian. He's very stinky.
What the hell?
What if I'm standing? So if I'm standing equidistance from Durian and Desperado, between the two,
I got a 30 on a nat 20.
If you have to get too close to Durian, you might have to roll a Constitution save or something else.
It's an either or, you know.
Okay,
you're rolling a con save either way.
These saves all beat my DC, so you do not become exhausted yet from the cold. After about an hour of searching, you pick up, first kind of searching the banks around the trees, and then you see that there's a small frozen stream that travels through the forest, and the snow does not seem to stick to this stream as much as it does in the brush and trees surrounding it. And actually, it is much easier to traverse this frozen stream compared to the shores, which are quite dense with foliage. And you do see the small footprints of, the claws of kobolds along this ice, as well as larger footprints of people.
It does seem like they're being forced to march, right?
You might have that idea.
As we find that, perhaps we might move a bit faster and catching up to these.
Yeah, let's say we start following the trail.
A healthy jog.
It seems likely that they're trying to get through the forest to the. There's like those hills in the center of the forest, Ben, where the dragon resides. From what we know.
Right.
Yeah, our suspicions seem sound.
Can you guys tell me your passive perceptions, please?
Not high.
What is that?
12.
14.
15.
Or...
Nice.
I have that set up correctly.
Peter?
Like 9.
I think mine's actually 12. No, it is 14.
We do 8 plus wisdom plus proficiency, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I only have a +1 from wisdom, so that's a 9.
Okay. So you rush up the frozen stream. Durian and Edward, will you please make perception checks for me?
Yeah, I'll give it a go. I got a 19.
Okay. Edward?
Perception. Oh, shoot. It's an 8.
Okay. Just as Durian notices a spot of thin ice, Edward, you step right upon it, unfortunately, and you plunge into the cold river. The water here is surprisingly deep, maybe 15 or 20 feet, and as you plunge in, you will take 7 cold damage.
That's cool.
And as you struggle to get out of this hole and clamber over the thin ice, make a swim check for me, please.
Swim check.
Athletics check.
Okay. Oh, I keep forgetting to turn off the advantage on that, but it's an 11. Not
Edward seems to be struggling
guy.
with the thin ice.
I would definitely try to help.
Okay. Durian, will you make an athletics check, please, as you try to help pull Edward out
Hold
of the
on,
ice
I
cold
got
water?
you. That's a 22.
Okay, you pull him out easily enough, and Durian has spotted the thin ice, and Edward has clearly shown it to everybody. So the rest of the group is able to avoid it for the time being. And so you might go ahead.
I was gonna keep Edward close to me so he can warm up with my cool hot rock.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not much of a swimmer. I can only really doggy paddle.
No wonder we're. No wonder.
Edward, I lay a hand on you and heal you 9 hit points.
Yay! What's funny is that I'm still in werewolf form, so I'm all like wet fur matted down.
Yeah. Wet dog.
You smell like a wet dog. Durian smells like a durian, a warm durian.
Yeah, it's not pleasant over
bad.
You guys continue, and upon the right bank, there's a large kind of a snow shelf as the stream narrows. Edward, will you make a perception check for me, please?
Yes. Oh my god.
Nice.
Okay, so it's an 8 unless it is something I can smell or hear, in which case it's a 24.
Okay. This would be based off of...
if it's a visual thing, then it's just
yeah,
an 8.
it's based off of a visual thing.
Then I probably didn't see it.
Okay, and something catches your eye, but nothing distinct enough to, provoke any kind of concern. However, you see just the snowy bank begin to tremble and fall upon the group of you, and you see a couple of kobolds run away along the ridge. As the snow and rocks fall upon you, you'll want to avoid these. If you guys could please make dexterity saving throws.
These, Ben. Yeah. For these, I'm going to use one use of luck point
Okay.
for advantage.
Why am I at... Oh, I forgot that aura.
We are also under the aura, right?
Yep. Yeah, as long as we stick close together.
Plus 3.
Okay, unfortunately, Peter will fail the check. The rest of you succeed. On the success, you take half damage. So, Peter, you will take 21 damage as you're buried in this avalanche that the kobolds have thrust upon you. A giant boulder just smashes into you. You find yourself partially buried. The rest of you take half damage at 10.
I'll grab Peter and pull him out of the snow.
I don't look so good. That's a pretty heavy blow for me.
It's all right. You won't be up in the mix. You'll be okay.
And
All right.
as you pull yourselves out of the snow, you see the lizard-like heads of kobolds peek over the bank, and they sling rocks at you, and several of them leap into the air as well, and you see their wings, leathery wings, extend as they begin to fly over you. Everybody please roll initiative.
I'm going to yell out to them, "Stop it, we're goblins!" in Goblin, and see if they react at all. I assume they won't, because I don't know if they know Goblin or not.
It's just a 9 for me.
I got an 11.
That's a 9 for me as well.
And that's a 19.
And as some of them leap into the air and the others pull out slings, their heads cocked to the side, big goblins. And So, Desperado with a 19, you can act first. There are 4 of these winged kobolds that have leapt into the air. 3 others kind of hiding with cover behind the snowy bank.
Nice. Almost instinctively, I pull 2 arrows from my quiver bin and release it in rapid succession at one of the kobolds that took to the air.
Okay.
Knowing that some of my friends are more adept on the ground, that I'm trying to
Rangely challenged.
Yeah. So, and I'll loose 2 arrows at, or at least 1 arrow at the kobold in the air, and then see how that arrow goes. With my here, I turn off the advantage. Yep. Okay. With my first bow attack, it's gonna be a 13.
I must have changed this. I'm sorry, give me 1 second.
These numbers can't be right.
Sometimes I'll modify the stat blocks for different things that I'm doing on Roll20, but...
They should have 60 health, not 20.
How many do we see? Is there just 2 that we see so far, Ben?
So you've seen 4 of them take to the air, and 3 of them behind the snowy bank. Yeah, I definitely mixed something up there. That's strange. Okay, so you shot at one of the flying kobolds.
Yes.
You'll hit. A 13 will hit.
Nice. 4. 6 piercing damage.
Wow. Okay, and the kobold is badly injured and begins, bleeding profusely from its wing.
Nice. And I'll take the second arrow from my mouth and loose it, just try and take this guy down as he's flying. I'm not sure where he's flying to. That's 17 to hit, so that's even better than the last one.
That'll hit.
Well, let's get to, and that's 11 more piercing damage.
And the kobold falls from the sky.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'll be all for me. I'll try and stay close to my friends.
Okay. Seeing you take out one of the kobolds, the 3 behind the snowy bank all fire their slings at you in unison. Desperado.
Yeah, my AC
5,
is
20,
18.
20. Okay.
Yeah, the other 2 will hit.
They're good shots, and they have the high ground. A 6 and a 6 both will hit.
Wow. 12 all day.
And they duck back out of sight over the ridge.
Ooh.
And next is Durian.
How far are they up this ridge?
20 feet. It is difficult terrain, as it has just been an avalanche.
I'll climb up that snowy hill and get to them, and I'm gonna start chopping away. I got 40 feet of movement.
Okay.
I'm not gonna rage, but I am gonna recklessly swing at them.
They just all shriek in Draconic as you crest the snowy ridge.
I'm gonna get you! And I'm going to take the penalty as well with my axe, and I'm going to just aim for the trees.
Okay.
On the first one, a 15
hits.
Ooh.
For 18 damage.
And you cleave the kobold in 2.
As far as my bonus action, I'm going to murder the next one. Are they all close together? I guess I should ask first.
They're all side by side there.
I'm going to immediately cleave into the next one for a even higher.
Hits.
For a 16 to hit.
The second is slain outright.
And then for my other attack action, I'm going to hit the third one for a 18.
And you take out all of the kobolds on the ridge easily.
Just whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Edward, fly into the sky and get those rats.
Edward is next, and there are 3 kobolds flying overhead, seeming to second guess their idea as they fly forward with large rocks to drop upon you. And Edward, it is your turn.
About how high up are they?
No more than 15, 20 feet high.
Okay. Well, I am gonna do what I do best when that happens, and I'm gonna use my well, no, I'm not gonna do that because that's not gonna do any good over there. I will just fire my crossbow at one of them.
Okay.
Dang. Oh, still rolling with advantage for some reason. Let me turn that off.
25.
Okay, first one is a 25.
Ooh.
For 8 points of piercing damage, and then second attack.
The first
would
one
be a
spirals
20.
to the ground.
Okay,
Slain.
second attack to the other one then. For 5 piercing damage on that one with a 22 to hit.
The kobold begins to bleed profusely, blood splattering upon the snow at your feet, bloodied. So there are 2 flying kobolds left. After Edward is Peter.
I'm gonna take aim at one of the flying kobolds, and shoot a firebolt. But first, I'm gonna cast Hex with my bonus action. And I'm gonna give him disadvantage on wisdom checks.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take aim and fire a firebolt at it.
Okay.
Boom.
22.
Hits.
And it's gonna be this plus a 1d6.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a 19 damage.
The kobold just erupts in flames, claws at the other one next to it, and drags it to its demise as well. All of the kobolds dispatched easily.
Wow.
All right, searching for clues.
If you would make another survival check, Durian.
I'll help you, Durian.
Okay, I will take it. Oh, not high. That's a 10.
If Desperado's assisting you, then you can roll with advantage.
I'm trained in survival too, so you can roll with it. Yeah.
Was unsure. Much higher. 24.
There you go.
Okay. You find more kobold tracks. They go. They lead away from the frozen river and into the woods, and you see the deeper footprints of people as well. And you also find some discarded garments that seem to have been ripped, perhaps torn off of the people.
Oh no, these people don't got clothes on. It's this way, guys. And I'm gonna scan around and take note of where we are physically and move down and towards the trail.
Okay. You guys follow the tracks of the kobolds, and before long, you hear them chittering in Draconic, and you see that they're behaving quite carelessly. Obviously, assuming that the avalanche must have taken out anybody pursuing them, or the ambush from their comrades. And you see a group of, around 20 kobold. There's a handful that are well armed and armored heavily, and then there are others who are carrying spits. Some of them have large, defeathered, is that what you? Birds hanging from them, and
What?
others have people tied to them, being carried by kobolds. 3-4 kobolds carry each person, and you see about 5 people being carried by kobolds. Sorry, I'm trying to make the math. And 4 other people just being prodded and poked at with spears, walking naked, through the snow, shivering.
Peter, this seems like a great fireball opportunity.
By any chance, Ben, are they all within a 20-foot radius sphere?
I mean, there's also the people we came to save, and you might, kill them, but...
Right, they do seem... They are clustered together, but there is the issue of them carrying people who are surviving, as well as...
Sorry, they were dead when we got there. They were burned alive.
As well as the other prisoners. So perhaps some forethought may need to go into how you
the question
attempt to approach
was,
this.
if I were to draw a 20-foot radius sphere, would all the creatures on the map be in it?
More or less.
Good to know. Sacrifices were made.
No, wait, hold on. We came here for these people.
Oh, man. Next time.
Kill them with fire damage. It's going to make it a lot more difficult to prove that it's actually them when we go to collect the reward.
Yeah, Desperado, we're killing these people. Everyone here. No one's leaving alive. Everyone's going to die.
It was the ice dragon.
Yeah, it was an ice dragon that breathed fire on them. It was crazy.
I don't know that we'll get to the temple that where we are destined to go if we have killed the people we are destined to asked to save. My friends.
Based on a cursory look, how many kobolds are we seeing here, Ben?
I originally said 20. I think the math would be more like 25 or more, a couple dozen.
Let me see.
We can absolutely kill every kobold here. I don't know if it'd be that bad, hard to do.
Let me ask this, Ben. If I were to try to position a fireball, not centered to capture everything?
There are the people intermingled with them, in various spots. Some of them being, carried on logs, basically tied up. Others being marched.
So they're not kept in like one corner altogether. They're all spread out.
Yeah, essentially. This is a disorganized crew. They're kobolds. So you might want to think if there's something you could do to separate them, the kobolds from the people. Perhaps you could approach it that way.
I can create a summon. Create a distraction, maybe drive them all towards a direction.
Are there many
with Durian, Edward, and myself could create a diversion of sorts.
How many? You said there was a couple that were like heavily armed or armored. Do they have like a lot of ranged weapons, or is it mostly melee stuff that we see, like clubs or like blades and whatnot? Because if we create a diversion,
are carrying spears that can obviously be thrown, and you've seen the kobolds make use of their slings. Most of their armaments are rudimentary, crude. Some of them seem to be winged, but are actually just walking alongside the rest of the troop.
I think if we try to cause a diversion, they're just gonna like throw rocks at us and not come close. Which you could do, Peter. Peter, if you could summon something.
Perhaps my elk friend might be able to provide a diversion that wouldn't seem unbefitting of the area that we're in.
Like chase it to go hunt it?
Yeah. I'll briefly lay a hand on myself, Ben, and heal myself for 16 hit points, and then I'm asking my friend Red if they move quite fast, that they might maybe run through or like at least run through a diagonal of where the camp is, that it might get the attention of the kobolds, but that it is able to get away into the forest, but at least drawing the attention of some of the kobolds, that they might draw it, and maybe it runs in, stops and looks at them, and then it carries on through out the camp.
Okay, I like that idea. Can you, for me, make an animal handling check with advantage Just so we
Sure,
have a
and-
way of, adjudicating this.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, and like it will basically follow all of my direction as I would
Yeah.
as a magical being. Oh, you're just thinking of like the success rate of that thing.
Yeah, just kind of like how effective it is at this, and just kind of go based off of your skill rather than your mount skill, I think.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's probably other ways
I
we
think
could
I'll
do
use
that,
a
but-
DM inspiration for this, so that's cool too.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, I'll do animal handling. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. And maybe I'll use guidance for this. My lady might help guide her servant.
Throw everything at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Going for
I
some-
see this as just how effectively you're conveying this concept, to the creature.
Yeah. So that's a 16 total.
Okay. And so this majestic elk, right?
Yeah, it's quite red in nature, mirroring the redwood forest where we came from.
Okay. As soon as it bounds into view and nears the group of kobolds, it catches their attention. Many of them, those not carrying the people on spits, instantly sprint towards it. Those carrying the large birds drop what they're carrying. Those who are marching people, I'd say the ones that are carrying the people on spits, it's kind of divided where half or a good number of them run away. So, the people are kind of dropped, although they are bound. The ones that are being marched, the kobolds that are more heavily armed are marching them. So, I think I said 5 and 5. So I'd say about, more than half the group goes to take off after your beast of bird or your mount.
Peter.
Nice.
Peter,
Are they
it's
trying to
time.
encircle it?
Peter, I'm sorry?
Are they trying to encircle it?
Well, I picture the approach in such a way that it's kind of like the group's here, it runs towards the group and kind of zags away from it, to kind of lure them away from the larger group without getting completely surrounded by them, with its own self-preservation in mind.
Yeah. Almost as if it kind of stumbled on them haphazardly, Ben. If it's like going this direction, it stops and looks, then darts.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a plan.
It's drawing aggro.
Now would be the time
you're cute.
to act upon this diversion if anybody wishes to do so.
Kill them, Peter. Burn them.
I'm whispering in your ear.
Burn them all, Peter. I know you want to. Come on.
I'm going to prepare a couple of arrows ready, Ben, to perhaps shoot at any of the ones that are staying behind that don't kind of follow. After Peter, I may hold my shot for after Peter's explosion.
I'm
I
rubbing
think
Peter's
our main
shoulders.
goal here is to rescue the survivors, right?
Right.
Yes.
So if we attack the group that left, the group that stayed would probably use them as hostages. So I think it's better to get the drop on the ones that remained.
Okay, if you guys would all please roll initiative for me.
Okay.
You don't want to kill them all, Peter? Come on, they're in such a small
we'll
condensed
kill them.
group.
We'll kill them on the way back. We'll kill them when they come back.
Peter, you can act first.
Okay. You said, Ben, that there's a few that are more heavily armored, right?
Yes, and they're marching prisoners.
They are marching the
They
prisoners.
have spears to their backs, as those who are less armed kind of dance around, antagonizing them, keeping them on the march.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast a slow spell. And I'm going to try to catch as many of them as I can, up to 6 creatures. Targeting specifically the better armored ones.
Okay. And there are 5 of those creatures, so those plus another, right?
Yes. So they will need to make a wisdom save. DC 15.
3, 19, 14, 18, 3.
So 2 of them save. The rest are affected. Their armor class is reduced by 2. Their movement speed is halved. And they have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws. Oh, sorry, and they have a -2 to their dexterity saving throws as well. And cannot use their reactions.
Okay.
On their turn, they can use their action or bonus action, not both. And they cannot take more than 1 melee or ranged attack during their turn.
And I'm sorry, what does it do to its movement?
It's halved.
Thank you. Okay. Very good. So these are the ones marching the humans. It seems to affect most of them. After Peter is Durian.
How far is it from where we are to the camp itself? Where the armored ones are specifically?
I'd say 70 to 80 feet.
I can. I think that'll work. I'm going to, after the spell goes off, and assumedly it is gonna pop off, I am going to start sprinting immediately, and I'm going to run my 40 feet into the camp, and then I'm going to rage as I get in there, kind of draw myself and be a target. And I am going to, as part of my rage, I'm able to move. Is it this one? When I make my bonus action to enter my rage, I can move up to half my speed. So I get 60 feet into the camp in a turn, and I'm not close enough to start slashing at one of these armed guards, but I'm going to throw my javelins at one of the armed guards that is not slowed. One of the ones that is normal. That
they
doesn't seem
begin
to be
to turn
effective.
as you enter. Make for me an insight check to try to determine which have been affected.
I got 12.
Okay, you can target one who. I'm sorry, you're targeting one who has or has not.
Has not been affected.
Okay, go ahead, please.
And I'm just gonna toss 2 javelins at that guy and try to hit him. A 22
hits,
and then a 9, which I imagine does not hit. So 5. That's another 2 damage as well from rage. And my main reason for doing so is he is marked by my ancestors. They're kind of tugging at a spear, trying to, the spirits in the air tugging the spear towards me, trying to focus their attention on me on the unslowed one, so that if he tries to take hostage one of the people, that he would have a hard time. And if they try to hurt any of the people and they succeed, I can try and take away some of the damage as well. And I'm saying, like, you guys, you took my elk. I was just trying to have a nice meal, nice lunch, nice dinner, and you took my games. I'm gonna kill you. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, after Durian is Desperado.
So watching Durian, kind of following his line, I'll move kind of. I won't move quite as close into. I'll move about half distance because he moved about 60 feet towards the camp.
Okay.
I can only move about 30 feet, and then I'll move in a bit closer, and I'm going to loose a couple of arrows at the kobold that Durian threw his javelins at.
Okay.
Pulling two arrows out in rapid succession. I just loosed them at this guy. Make sure I have the advantage turned off. And as I saying a prayer to the Lady Valindra, I'm going to cast a divine favor on myself as a sheen of radiance kind of goes over my bow. And I release my my arrows.
Okay.
Just gonna turn on the divine favor. Attack. 26 on the first hit.
Hits.
Nice. That's 12, 8 piercing and 4 radiant.
Okay.
12 damage total. And then
These
pulling
are
the second
beefy
arrow out of my
little
mouth.
kobolds, well armored, and they seem to be fairly well trained as well.
Nice. And he's still standing, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah. So pulling the second arrow out of my mouth, and I loose it at the same one for a nat 20.
Hiya.
Nice.
Jeez.
So that will be 16, 25.
Wow.
Whoa.
Because I had the divine favor on. So it. Oh no, sorry, it's not that. No, it's not that much. We're not doubling damage. I'm sorry. Let me do it again. It's going to be 13. That's better. 13.
Plus your divine favor as well.
Yeah, yeah. So it's actually basically the same max. My max both dice, right? So 8 plus 12 plus 1. Sorry, plus 3. So 15. My bad.
So, because your piercing damage would be 12, and then your radiant damage would be 4, so 16 plus 1, 7.
Sorry, I'm sorry,
right?
16. 16, 17. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Thank you, guys.
No worries. That's cool.
Math.
Yeah, we're just
Math.
taking max
Sorry.
damage plus 1 just so that we don't, not do a lot of damage on crits. But yeah.
Yeah. Don't overkill. No, it's still a good hit.
The kobold kind of drops to one knee and is effectively bloodied.
Nice. And that will be all for me.
Okay, after Desperado is Edward.
Okay. Can Edward run up to the bloody one and just give him a good old punch in the face?
They are 70 to about 70 feet from you. If you have a means to cover that grounds, I'm not sure.
70? I could probably figure out something, but whatever. I'll just shoot my crossbow at him. Move up a little bit closer so that I'm in range.
Okay.
This one will go to the bloodied one
That'll hit.
for 9 points of piercing damage.
And the kobold drops to the ground slain.
And then there's another one still, though, right?
Yes, yeah, there are still 4 more of these well-armored, carrying shields with white dragon heads on them.
Okay. Yeah, I remember there's like another, like, not quite as impressively armored one. That's... No?
Yes, there's I'd say half the group took off after the elk. Then you had the 5 shielded ones still with their their captives. And so
12,
several of the other,
5.
4 of the other each.
Yeah.
It's also the
There's
wicked
no
one.
there for you.
Chris
Frozen.
What's up?
It will hit. You can roll
Nice.
damage.
Did I not roll the damage on it? I'm sorry.
Good.
10 points of piercing damage on that one.
And this kobold falls to the ground slain.
Heck yeah.
One of
2
the lesser armored. Yes.
Yeah. And then I will go ahead and start closing the distance between the rest of them. So I'll start moving towards them.
Okay, very good.
And then that'll be it for me.
And Durian, as you have approached the group, and there's still a number of kobolds left, many of them rush out against you. 4 of them pulling daggers, trying to surround you.
Uh-oh. I did not reckless. Okay.
15, 5, 22, 18.
2 daggers will stab me in the chest.
They surround
Ow.
you, gleefully stab into your... You're shirtless, right? Because you have that warm stone
Yeah.
that you carry? Yeah.
I'm getting an English welcome. It's a London handshake. I'm getting shanked.
Is that a thing?
London handshake. That's great.
Yeah. It's a little fun at the people over the pond.
Three kobolds leap into the air, just grabbing rocks from the ground as they do so, and they fly over you, Durian. All of them dropping their rocks upon you.
Oh, yep. Yep.
Hi-ya.
They
One
hit.
Crit, a 21 hits, and a third. These are not at advantage.
They still hit.
Okay, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't defend against things in the air.
So, I'm sorry, so 10 from the first dropped rock, 9 from the second, and 6 from the third. Wow. 25 damage as the kobolds drop rocks on your head.
Okay, hold on. All right. I can't do 5.
Oh, wow.
You're raging, right, Bodhi?
Yeah, 9. So 12. Ouch.
Those kobolds that are better armed, wielding spears and who are keeping the prisoners, shout in common, "Stop or we kill!" And they hold their spears pointedly to the backs of the necks of the people. There are 4 of these. And
How many people left?
there are 5 people that were guarded by armored kobolds and 5 tied to logs that have been dropped.
Got it.
Next is Peter. And Peter, the other group that took off after the elk, upon seeing the group of you, kind of gave up, and now they're all kind of gathered, running back towards the main group of kobolds. And
Are
your
they
party.
all huddled together by any chance, Ben?
They're all, very similar in their speed, and they have formed quite a nice cluster here.
Oof. Well, how far are they from me?
Less than 100 feet.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna hold my hand out and whisper and chant words of magic as I create a ball of flame that grows in power and cast fireball. So if you could have them do some saving throws, please.
Ben, roll 15 dex saves.
Roll some damage for me, my friend.
He's casting flame ball.
You might just kill him outright. I think that's what Ben is hoping for. Unless you roll
He's like, please
8 damage.
He's like, please just kill all of them so I don't have to do these attacks.
Wait, I think minimum damage might just kill. Yeah, they're dead.
Yeah.
Unless they're resistant. Yeah.
Just the whole group of them erupt in flame. They try to dive to the snow to save themselves. But yeah, you take out over half of this party of kobolds. All of the ones that had chased the elk, slain outright, burnt to death.
And then I want to turn back to the ones remaining, the ones that are slowed, and say,
Okay.
if you kill them, that'll be you next.
Peter, make an intimidation check with advantage, please.
I will take that. Advantage.
You're like basically a dragon, right? You did a big flame attack. You killed a lot of them,
You know,
a little guy, though, do you?
I try. I'm just a low guy.
It's just a little dragon, a little dragon man.
Ooh, that's a 23.
This what seemed to be the Rave's high guard, in whatever sense that she might have one, drop their spears and hold their shields, covering their faces as they back away from their hostages. After Peter is Durian. There's still a handful of lesser kobold looking around, unsure of themselves. The well-armed, better warriors seem to be backing away nervously, hoping to flee.
Now I have the choice of I could try and kill them anyway. Or I could just try and get the people out. Is it just... There was 10 names, and we see 5 of them here, and there's some other people being poked. It's like off in a corner somewhere by some other kobolds.
No, so 5 of them were basically held kind of like 1-for-1 against these warrior kobolds who had spears against them, where other kobolds were kind of like, dancing around, taunting them. And then the other 5 are tied to large logs that are being carried, basically felled trees that they've been tied to. But those have been dropped as all of the kobolds have, rushed out to assault your group or chase the elk.
I'm going to go off of the fact that they're very intimidated via fire, and I'm going to tell the people that are not tied to the logs to say, all right, we're getting you out of here. Come on. I'm going to motion for them to come on over, and I'm going to try to attempt at least to free some of the people that are tied to the logs. And as I walk over to one of the logs on form, I'm going to say to the guard, I'm going to be, look, I'm frankly pissed off right now, but if you let us take these people and go, that's the end of this. All right?
The kobolds scurry out of your way. You need to release these people carefully because of the manner in which they're bound. You don't want to accidentally sever a limb. So you're able to cut one free, and the kobolds that are running away grab up one of the spits that had these birds hanging
the game
from
on
them.
it.
Yeah, and they try to make off with that, leaving the people behind. So I would count it as your action to free one of the people, as you intended.
All right.
Okay.
They're hungry, but they can get more game later.
And Durian, make an intimidation check for me, please.
Sure. I got a 14.
Okay. And Desperado, you're next.
So a big portion of them has just been blown up by Peter. There are about 4 or 5 left.
There's a handful of the lesser kobolds left, and then there are 4 of the well-armed ones, but they're backing away with their spears. The lesser kobold have snatched up the turkey that are hanging from the tree, and they're trying to make off with that. There is another one that has game hanging from it, but this would be about half of the whatever this hunting party has gotten.
I will rush in, and mirroring what my friend Durian had done. I will try and release one of the other hostages, pulling out a knife from my belt and trying to loose their bonds gently, safely.
You can do so easily enough.
You may have your leave, but we are taking our kinsman with us.
And part of that food too. That's still here. And I point towards the food.
So you guys allowing them to escape with the one spit of turkeys while you retain the other?
Who said that? Ben?
I'm sorry?
Who said that?
Okay, tough guy. So that's a no, it sounds like. I
didn't realize they would take the food. If I knew that, I would have gone back on my decision.
They're still within range, so we'll continue. Edward, again, most of them are slain, the others retreating, but some of them are making off with one of these, with the game, with the turkeys.
I'm gonna let them go. I've as long as we got the
we need to feed the people
hostages.
Okay, that's a fair response.
Don't worry, this guy will just kill him. He'll kill him dead.
Many of the kobolds continue to flee, all of them, in fact. Peter, you're up.
The ones that are trying to hold on to the birds, right?
Yes.
I just look Peter in the eyes from across after releasing a hostage, and I say, Peter, and I just look at him and go, do it.
Do it.
Do it. I know you want to. Do it.
Kill them all.
No, just kidding. I'm gonna burn 3 sorcery points
Okay.
as a magical darkness surrounds them. The howling hunger of another worldly being.
Oh no.
Okay. Brutal.
We've seen how this goes.
This is the ones that were trying to escape. Peter,
With the bird.
good job.
Leave with your lives or die. That'll be the end of my turn.
And you hear their cries of terror, shrieks of madness as they're lost within the hunger of Hadar and ultimately slain by your magic as they try to run away with your turkeys. And when the din of magic and battle subsides, you have successfully rescued the hostages and as well as the turkeys.
Woo, we're heroes.
And so there will be a feast.
I don't think they'll bother us again.
No, but we may have made an enemy out of a white dragon, my friends.
You know, we tried. We tried our best we could.
I just worry that we might bring its wrath upon the people of the fort, which we are working to protect. But I don't know what other recourse we might have had.
Well, I mean, you know,
To be fair, they
Desperado,
attacked first, right?
Exactly.
We're
You have
defending
to,
ourselves.
and you have to keep in mind too. I mean, yes, we may have incurred the wrath of a white dragon, but is it a Heroes Era campaign if we don't?
No.
Yes, Jason Reeson, what do you think happens in these campaigns? I say to Desperado.
I guess we do. We fight dragons.
I mean, we're already fighting giants and zombies and, you know,
Very well.
necromancers. We might as well throw dragons into the mix.
And so the kobold have fled into the woods, and no doubt they will tell the dragon of your power, hoping for its mercy in its dealings with them, because they have failed. But the hostages that you have rescued are grateful. Many of them cold, their feet turning blue.
Oh, I hand out the clothes and I stand next to them so they can stay warm.
Okay.
Although they're gonna have to endure the apparent stink that I have.
Let's not get too settled in. We just need to get out of this area and we'll be out of the cold.
That's right.
Absolutely. And you're not too far off of the stream to find your way back and out of Rave's woods, and the dragon does not come for you. And you find your way across.
Side.
That's right. Find your way. You find your way across the plains and back to the fort, and you receive a hero's welcome as you return, not only with the lost hunting party, but also with enough turkeys for everybody to eat in the great feast that is planned, and for there to be leftovers as well.
And I also give them their rations back they went out hunting with as well. You know, a little extra food never.
Yeah, you put all their stuff in that hole, right?
Yeah, I give them back all that stuff too. I'm not keeping any of it.
And they make stuffing out of it for the turkey.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Is this a themed episode?
Good game, guys. Well done.
Yeah.
And we'll end the adventure there for tonight. We'll pick up second week of December. We'll get back together and play some more D&D. Good game.
Yippee, Christmas time! Christmas time!
It's your
yay!
guys' Thanksgiving this weekend, eh? Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Thanks, Jason.
Oh, is it this
Thank
week?
you, thank
Yeah,
you.
What
I
is
don't
that?
keep track of time anymore.
I give thanks every day.
Same.
I give thanks to the local
you should.
Maverick store that gives me my breakfast burrito before I go to work. I don't know.
I
What a
don't
way to
think
end
anyone-
it.
I live a horrible, miserable,
Cut the video
selfish
off.
existence.
Oh my goodness.